Well, good evening, everyone. Here I am working on these little Chinese four-wheelers again. Oh man, these are something else. I think somebody else has already been messing around with them. I know for a fact they are because right here, the front brake cables weren't even attached to here anymore. Wheel bearings were real loose, and this solenoid here was the wires were broken off. I actually had to put new ends on here, and I still have to put the gas tank on this one and put the handlebars back on properly. But for now, again, I had to use a larger battery out of my own four-wheeler. I just bought another brand new one for this customer. Thank you, Napa. And so I'm gonna get rid of this battery, pull the plastics back off, put the tank on, and I actually have to turn this around. It should face the other way. But trying to get it running, I've just got it on there. As you can see, it's loose. I just have it on there so I can mess with the wires. So carburetor on this one. Ooh man, I've never seen one so bad. For instance, if the head of a pilot jet is, just for instance, if it was a dime size, the corrosion was so bad that it was a nickel size. It was unbelievable. But thankfully, right there, I have a cleaning machine, an ultrasonic cleaner. That carburetor in there came out spotless. And ignore the mess in the garage. It's a working man's garage. So anyway, I'm gonna try to get both of them tidied up. I tightened down the wheel bearings on all four of these here. I still have to tighten the bearings here. And if you remember correctly, maybe not, I might not have even shown it. This thing is pretty chewed up. Get my fingers out of the way. This is pretty chewed up because this was actually bent way over here. It was missing this bolt here. This whole subframe would move because the bolts were all loose and one missing. So I got this one running, and it should not be an issue. The guy said it had a charging system problem. Now I would have to disagree because that is a brand new battery that I purchased to put in here. And when I had this running outside, because I was going to let it run, I'd shut it off, let it run, shut it off, and see after a few hours of doing that, would this have a dead battery? Well, it died because it ran out of gas, and I didn't realize that. Well, I had left the key on for an entire week, and when I came back out to work on this one, I decided I'll try to get this one running again. And after I realized that it was out of gas, because I was pretty infuriated with it, because I couldn't get it running and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, I had looked in the tank and there's a shiny area, and I thought, well, there's gas there. Well, then I shook the bike, and no, the gas tank was bone dry. So I put some good fuel in it, 93 octane. By the way, if you're new to power sports, whether it's dirt bikes, four-wheelers, even road bikes, even your small engine stuff, lawnmowers, weed eaters, whatever else, always use the high octane. These bikes, these power sports do not like the 87 octane garbage fuel. The ethanol just absolutely ruins these. So again, use the high quality gas. I can't say what gas station's better. Just use the 91 or 93 octane. And I believe right here says use 91 unleaded gas or higher. So right on the bike it says to use the high octane. It'll help them run better. So I'm gonna put you on pause. I'll be back with you momentarily when I get this back together a bit more. I need to air up the tires, and I should actually be done working on these hopefully tonight, because I'm kind of tired of looking at them. Got a new 6-gallon air compressor from Napa. Some Flexzilla hose, a bunch of bits and pieces for using it, and I got to get that set up, get it running so I can air up the tires. So yeah, I'll be back with you shortly and give you an update. Okay, my YouTube friends, I'm back. I'm still battling with this little one. It does not want to run. This is a different day now. I had attempted last night to get this running, and it would not. It would fire and die, fire and die. This one, I got it all put back together, as you can see. This one, let me show you here. This one fires right up real quick. But this little stinker, no matter what I do, I can't seem to get it to start. I can't even, it's like it has no spark, and I know it has spark. And so take a listen to this. Nothing. See, it fires up, it'll run for a couple seconds and just die. If I can even get a couple seconds out of it. See, that's about all I can get out of it. I'll keep attempting, and hopefully I can get this done. I'm sure they would like to have them back. It's 4th of July weekend. Here it is Thursday, and I'm still dealing with this. Be back. Okay, I'm back. I don't understand this at all. I took the fuel line off the carb from there, fired it up, and it sat here and idled. I thought it was starving for fuel, but I pulled the line off, and the fuel just drains right out of that tube. So I don't think it's starving because of the filter. But when I try to rev it, it wants to choke out. And so I guess I'm gonna have to take this carb all apart again, and maybe there's something that got in there that I didn't see before. So I'll be back at you momentarily. Alright, I figured out the problem. Even though I put these in my ultrasonic cleaner, they were completely plugged up. I'm guessing that this brass that they use in these Chinese may or may not be like the brass in Hondas or whatever. The main jet and the other needle, the whatever it's called. You understand what I'm saying. They were completely plugged. I could not even put, I have a straight pin. I couldn't even force that through the pilot. And it was completely clogged. So I'm putting it in the ultrasonic cleaner again for about 9-10 minutes. See if that'll bring it back. It was kind of funny. I took the fuel line off, and the bike would actually sit here and idle. Kind of weird, but carburetors are a finicky thing. So I'll be back with you once that's done, and put the carb back in, try this again. Like I said, I don't know if this doesn't like the chemical I used. As you can see, that one's even still, it's got some corrosion in it, but it's clear. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'll keep spraying it with carbon choke cleaner, so we'll see what happens. Give that about 9 minutes or so. Okay, well, I got it put back together. Get the carburetor put back together. Took a long time just to clean that one jet, but turn the key on here, pull the brake in. Well, I got this little booger to run, but still doesn't want to run well. I think about the only choice there is probably get rid of that carburetor like I've been told. But it's late. Time for bed. Break time. Look at this, YouTubers. This thing's actually running now. I put a brand new carburetor in it. I did what everybody was telling me to do. Take the original carb off. Throw the thing in the trash. And now look, it's running, it's idling. Awesome. Let me get this one going now. And this one's running and idling. I'm done. Just gotta put a side panel on each side, put the seat on. Done. Thanks for being patient with me. Thanks for viewing. Appreciate it. Just take my advice, please. If you don't know what you're doing working on these, don't work on them. Because I guarantee you are just making a bigger headache for those of us that do work on them, trying to fix what's already screwed up. You know, don't mean to be rude or mean, whatever, but the hours I've spent on these, I shouldn't have had to. It just way too many hours. A mechanic will charge you more if he has to fix what you've messed up. So if you really don't know what you're doing, don't do it. And hey, God bless you. I'm gonna wrap these up. Break time. One more thing, friends, family, YouTube video viewers, please like my videos, share, subscribe. It'll help me out, get my videos noticed. I'm not the greatest videographer. I do pretty much everything by phone and by myself. But I could use your help by subscribing, clicking the bell, and liking it. And again, for now, break time.